May profits be upon you. Welcome to another weekly Forex forecast. We're looking at the Euro USD. The Euro USD. Quick glance at the monthly, the economic calendar for the week ahead, and we can see that there's no real high impact reversal potential kind of news coming out this week. We have a holiday. I mean, a no red folder Wednesday. All right, so you want to be careful trading on those days because without news injectors, it's not optimal trade conditions. Okay. And other than that, we have core PCE for the US dollar on Friday. There is a Swiss franc monetary, their interest rate decision happening on Thursday during London. And so, but other than that, it's just good news injectors. That's all. Good liquidity injecting type news, and should be a pretty productive week every day this week, other than Wednesday. Wednesday will be kind of funny. We'll see. All right, now I'm looking at the monthly. All right, now I've already completed the what do you call it? The U.S. dollar analysis for the week ahead. You want to check that out as soon as you finish this video. All right, and I also put out silver and gold before that, just today. Okay, but I mentioned that USD because the Euro USD is heavily dependent on it, being that it's trading against the US dollar. On the spot, you're automatically trading against the US dollar with the euro, with the major pairs: the euro, the pound, the Swiss franc, Japanese yen, uh, the Canadian dollar, and the pound, and the New Zealand dollar and Aussie dollar. All right. When you trade those on the spot, you're trading against the U.S. dollar. Okay. And this is the global currency of the the entire earth. I'm just saying that you want to know what's happening with the U.S. dollar before you start making decisions in trades with the major pairs. Now, with the U.S. dollar, with the euro, we can see that it's been lower lows and lower highs for the longest. All right. And since January, we've been bullish. But what I am looking at is that bigger picture with the higher time frames. You want to be able to see. Ooh, what is that? What did I do over there? Okay, I want to be careful. All right. You can see that we've just been making lower highs the whole time. Why would that be any different than where we are right now? You can see that there was a trend line that you can actually put on these highs, and they will connect. And you can kind of build a case that we're probably going to see another lower high here. All right. Look at the way the market reached up. We make the swing low, and then we pull back into this bearish leg, uh, right above the 50% line, and then price drops. We pull back. This time, it didn't make a new low, so this doesn't count as a higher low. This doesn't count as a lower high until it actually breaks structure. Aha! It broke structure. This is now a lower high. We have a new bearish leg of structure. Got it? Just like this one. And we'll wait for price to come back into that bearish leg of structure, which it did. And we're still there. Now that you're with me, until the market breaks this high, we are still bearish. Got it? We are well below that threshold. And if we put our Fibonacci retracement tool on it, from the swing high to the swing low down here, and then just move it over to the side here. We can see, we can measure the retracement, and we can see that we're at the 786 Fibonacci retracement line level. All right, this is where we would expect to find resistance and see price turn back over, similar to what it did here. All right, this is possibly the 618 Fibonacci retracement level, and it pushed down and then down again. All right, now with that in mind, we have a couple of confluences there. Do we have one in regards to a fair value gap, some internal range liquidity? Certainly. All right, but all of this is old stuff. This is old. This is old fair value gap that we are tapping right now. Old bearish fair value gap. I think what we need to pay more attention to is the order block. We can use this one here because this one swept the high, pushed down, and then we created a big old bearish area of supply there. All right, and prices found its way up into that. The fair value, the bearish old fair value gap is over there, but this is also a great area to look for shorts. That's all I'm saying. We have the Fibonacci retracement. We have an order block area here that was traded below, and price has come back to revisit that level. Got it? And we are at the bottom end of that order block. All right. So what I mean by that is if we use this tool here, we divide it into quads, right? 25% top, 50%, 75%, 100%. All right. Bottom 25% is where you know that if price starts to move bearishly from there, that price it's indicating that price has a clear intent to go lower, trading towards the previous lows. All right, and we're right there right now. You see that rejection wick from there, right? So I am definitely looking for more bearish price action. I am. All right, some people are going to say, "Oh, we should be bullish. Look at that, broke some structure on the way up." Yeah, this is an internal high. It certainly did, but this is all part of the pullback. All right, because we are in a bearish leg. I'm looking for this to turn into a lower high for the next lower low. Now, if we go to the weekly, let's take a closer look at that consolidation, and we can see that the market it went into the sideways consolidation here, but you can see these lows here, these ascending lows are going to act as liquidity draws on liquidity. All right, but they are going higher. All right, we finally broke the high of the swing high of the consolidation, but we didn't close above it. We just price came up here and raided the liquidity and then came back into this consolidation. Usually, frequently, when that happens, it's because the intent of price is to go down lower and sweep the sell side, because the buy side's already swept. The next liquidity hunt would be to the sell side, and that's like 7 out of 10 times you'll see that. So I'm definitely looking towards that way. I don't want to see price go past if the next candle, when that next candle opens, I don't want to see it go past the 50% of this candle. I don't want to see it close past the 50% of this candle. I want to see respect, because then I'll know the market is going to go lower. That's it. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, leave me a question in the comment section. Now, we're on the daily, and I want you to see that I believe these three bearish candles have overcome this big old institutional bullish candle there. That's why I got this red line there. Boom. All right. We've traded below it, closed below it. I'm looking for price now to respect the bearish fair value gap. Let me get a close up on this. I want to make sure you see. God, doggone it, what just happened, man? I want to make sure you see that we have a bearish fair value gap here. All right. In order to make that fair value gap, price took out this bullish fair value gap here. This was a bullish fair value gap. All right. And price jammed through it and created a bearish fair value gap right here. All right. So if it's displacing to the downside and we have taken out the low of this big institutional candle there, all right, it takes billions of dollars to make a candle like that. And retail just doesn't have the volume or the funds to make that kind of movement. That's institutional players, man. And they came up and raided the buy side liquidity here for people that took shorts, rated all of that, rated it well, and we should be seeing some downside movement from here, especially considering the fact that we expanded and left behind a bearish fair value gap. Yes, price could come up, sting into this with a wick and continue down further into this consolidation. And I'll definitely be looking for that. But what I want to make note of is we didn't even uh, uh, find support in that opposing candle there. You see how we showed some respect here? It should have, if price had an intent to go higher, I think that we would have found some support in that opposing candle in an uptrend. That's not what happened. We tapped it and ran right and closed back within its range. So and we closed below the low of that Tuesday candle. So I do like more downside action. I do. We could see a sting up into that, and then some continuation. I believe we should have. I believe we should be heading towards a new draw on liquidity at this external location here below this swing low. All right, this is an internal swing low, but it is a swing low, and I'll be looking to target that, and then if we close below that, then we'll come after the consolidation swing low. Okay, but let's watch how the market reacts over here. All right, and if I can see it on the 4-hour, what I want to see is price climb back. I would like to see price climb back into this and then continue down. That's what I would like to see. All right, I'm thinking this low here. You see how price danced over that and then finally came through it. I would like to see a retest, a swing above these highs here, a retest of the fair value gap, and then further down. This fair value gap is right where this order block is. I got too many lines. I'm sorry. Right where this order block is. All right. Boom, boom, boom. This is gonna. I think we're gonna have a great opportunity to take a short from this area. Should price make it back up that high? Yep. But we want to see what it does. We want to see what it does right around here. I would like to see a quick move and then down, because this line again, if we look on the daily, that line there is below this this big old institutional candle. All right, and right below it was the bullish fair value gap that was respected and then closed below just last week on Friday, just below it. So I'm looking for price to come back up and test this. I'd like to see it in the form of a wick and then price continue down. That's what I'd like to see. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you go back and check out the US dollar index video I just put out, along with the ones that came right before that, gold and silver. And I hope you have a very productive week ahead. May profits be upon you. Hit the like button, hit the boost button, and leave a comment. I'll see you in the next video.